Do you suffer from debilitating migraines? You know, that throbbing pain in the front or side of your head that's so severe you're unable to work or do anything other than retreat into a dark and quiet room? Have you had them for years and just haven't found a solution? Call Dr. Elizabeth Ebersol and put an end to your debilitating migraines forever, or go to her website at www.handmadehealth.com. That's www.handmadehealth.com.
You know, that's just what these guys put into each other. They make sure they always go full tilt. That's their speed. There's no regrets. The way that they play and heart and soul, what they give to each other and what they give to our program. You can't do any better than that. If we come up short, and we would come up short today, or we come up short any time, and we're going as hard as we can, and we're putting our heart and souls into each other and love each other, there's no regrets. And these guys just happen to get it done the whole way. And I think a lot of that's because of what type of kids they are, how much they buy into that, and there's some favor shown, and that's my opinion. I think God blesses that, and He's definitely blessed us. We know that, but those mottos, those kids go full tilt, and they put their heart and soul into our program and to each other.
Hey, Coach, excuse me, Coach, will you introduce your class student athletes?
Yes. This is Ben Harmon, our senior quarterback, Bruce Garrett, senior tailback, Marcus Burris, a junior defensive end, Landon Jackson, the junior defensive end, and Sergio Rodriguez, senior wide receiver and corner.
How hard was it, Coach, to pick just a few players to bring in here when everybody plays so well?
It's really hard. It's like picking favorites, and these guys, they have the stats, but they'll be the first ones to tell you that it takes all of them. Every one of those kids is a backup that comes in the game. They're in it together. These guys are just extra special on the football field.
Get back here again after last year. Scarred, bruised up, man. Did you leave everything out on the field?
Yes, sir. I believe I did, just like everybody else on our team. You know, it was a bad feeling that we had last time we were here, and it was our whole off season. We had a group chat named Unfinished Business, and we finished it tonight.
Landon, last year you were here on the end, watching on the sidelines. Yeah. You get to be on the field to help you guys out. This year, 365 days later, you're back, you're healthy, you have a tremendous game. What has this journey meant to you?
It's really meant everything to me, because I've been playing with these seniors for my whole entire life, so it's basically like I feel like I'm a senior because I'm losing all my brothers this year, and it kind of sucks, but I mean, I'm glad we were able to go out with the win.
Marcus, how big were those two stops early in the game? They had those turnovers, short field, and it was 2 3 and outs. What did that mean for the defense?
It definitely kept us going and kept us in there, and they were huge, and we all did it together. We went full tilt.
Bruce, when did you kind of feel like during your time in this program that a formative team, when did this become a program that was, a good program to one that's going to be in 3 state championship games?
I'd probably have to definitely say the 2017 team, whenever we had seniors leaders and we were only sophomores and they really believed it and we went out there and did it, and then we wanted to carry on the tradition from them.
Coach, that passing game has been so good for you all year. What was the key to slowing that down?
Yeah, I don't know. They did a good job on us early on. They brought some really good pressure, and I think that's where it kind of started. And with that pressure, made a couple of errors, but we were able to bounce back from it.
Bruce, you want to talk about your offensive line?
Yeah, they're hard workers and they get down there and they'll chop anything that's in their area. And, I love them and I've been playing with them my whole life, and I'm always going to miss them.
Bruce, the passing game wasn't working. Nick was hurt. You were kind of running out of weapons. When did you realize that the game was kind of landing on your back?
I kind of knew some of it was on my back at first, but I was at my good teammates, KJ and Ben, and Ben got bruised up at first, and I love all of them. So I'll do anything for any of them, and that's why I went in there and I wasn't going to quit no matter what.
Man, what's it like getting punched in the mouth, bleeding, throwing up, dragging yourself up off the carpet, going back in there and winning a state championship game? It was like a heavyweight fight out there, and you ended up knocking the other team out.
Full tilt, heart and soul. It's everything that we preach and the culture that he's made, and it's just a love. Like he always says, we got a love program going on, and knowing that I look to my guys, it just motivates me and it gives me that extra edge, and I'm going to go absolutely as hard as I can and give everything I have in me.
Coach, when you sit here and listen to your players, talk about the motto,
Yeah, we've had a pretty tough 48 hours together, and we shared a moment yesterday in my office. A couple of these juniors came in, and it's just hard. When you're dad or mom and you lose a senior and they're going off into the real world, you're losing a kid and it hurts. And we're losing 21 guys that we put 6 years into. We've got great relationships, like father-son type relationships, so we know that it goes on. It's just going to change. It's going to be different going in that weight room and having, different puffs, but there's always the next crew, and that's where we focus our time and get over the hump. But it's sad thinking about it. I just know that it's not ending here with these guys. We're going to go back to a cabin every year. We kind of made a pact this summer and go celebrate one night a year. Everybody's going to leave their spouses when they get older and just hang out together and have a good time. And we love being around each other, and I think that's why this thing clicks so well.
Josh, I mean, you now have a senior class that's been to 3 straight state title games. I mean, when you got here, did you think that something like this was possible, and why hasn't it?
You always, especially as a young coach, you want to. This is our goal. We talked about it right off the get-go, but to go back 3 times in a row, it speaks a lot more about these guys. Because you got to have, as a coach, you got to have great coaches. You got to have a great administration that supports you and gives you the tools to get here. And then you have to have buy-in, and that buy-in includes so many, like I said, so many groups. But it falls on these guys, and they turn over every stone. They do everything we ask them to do. I want to say something about this guy today. It was a little rough out there for him. He didn't have rough games. I mean, this is probably as rough a game as he's had in 4 years. But he's put the team on his back so much, and he's throwing up in the trash cans and having a tough time, and he just keeps grinding. And I think, the way, like Bruce said, they're going to pick each other up, and we've been able to lean on different kids at different times. And what this guy's done for our program has been amazing. What all of them have done, I hate it that he doesn't probably go out on his best game. He's got rings on every one of his teammates' fingers, and the type of human being he is, it won't faze him one bit that this wasn't his best game today. He's a champion.
Your record holding wide receiver and back, you're Sergio Rodriguez. There's 3 kinds of players up there. You got D1 prospects, and you got a high school football player that's one of the greatest I've ever seen in my life, who is just a high school football player and epitomizes what the UIL is all about. A guy that has an illustrious career. Tell everybody what you're going to go on and do from this point on.
Well, I'm definitely going to go to college, further my career, but in my education. I'm going to miss this team a lot. I mean, all those coaches, Coach Gibson, his brother, Coach Fuller, I mean, they're like dads to me. I mean, I spend almost all my day with them. I get out early at school, I come and hang out with them. After practice, I'm talking to them. These guys are my brothers. I mean, I've been best friends with them for as long as I could remember, and I'm really going to miss them.
Sergio, I mean, over the past, several years since Coach has been there, I mean, was there something that you felt like changed, not just with this team, but with this community when Coach Gibson got there?
Everyone was behind us. I mean, he changed the culture in our town, Texarkana and PG. I mean, everyone trusted him. No matter what he decided to do, everyone was behind him.
Bruce, after you got banged up in the playoffs, you come back, rush for over 200 yards, be offensive MVP. At this point in your career, how big is that for you to go out like this as a winner?
Yeah, it feels amazing, and like I said, this is what we've been preparing for the whole year and what we wanted. So there's nothing that was going to stop me from getting out of the game, and that didn't make me want to go as hard as I would. So yeah, it feels great.
Bruce, obviously this moment means a lot to everybody, including your coach. Just how does it make you feel knowing that Coach obviously cares so much about you guys, and you were able to kind of pay it forward with them bring another championship to this program?
It feels great to have such a relational coach like him. He really has changed all of us, as football players and a man.
To Landon and Marcus, you guys have been friends for so long. What did it mean to kind of go on this journey together?
You got it? You got it first.
It was crazy. I met Landon in like the 3rd grade, and ever since then we've just been the best of friends, and I enjoyed my time growing up with him, and hopefully we make more memories.
Well, like he said, it all started out around 3rd grade, and we've always played like AAU together, just sports all the time growing up. And I mean, we got a lot of memories like 2017, just tournaments all the time growing up. And I mean, this is another one.
been 44-4 as a starter, 3 state championship games, 2 state championships. What are the 3 most important things that happened to make this journey possible?
Well, it starts with Coach Gibson coming to Pleasant Grove and coming in here. And I've always been a Pleasant Grove. I've always gone to the game since I was a little kid. And, we didn't have all that success early on when I was young. And so when he came in, he had a mindset and a vision. And it took him 4 years to do what he wanted to do with those group of guys. And if you buy in with him and your team, all of them buy in, you're going to have success. And that's everything we have. So the first thing that comes to mind when you ask me that is Coach Gibson, and what him and his brother have brought into this. And one day I'm going to come coach for him, and I'm going to learn everything I can from him. And our relationship is never going to be over.
Coach, I mean, a lot of coaches never get to play for a state championship. And I know as a young coach, you can sometimes get lost in that. So, I mean, have you ever had the ability to kind of sit back and think about the fact that you've been in 3 straight state championship games and won 2 of them?
Yeah, these guys are deflecting it the wrong way. It's a football game. It's played by 22 starters with a ton of backups. We got to have a lot of buy-in. And the most special thing about our program isn't the vision, it's the kids. And they know this. And it's the coaches, and it's our administration, it's our community, everybody coming together. And when that happens, these great things happen. I think when so many people are on the same page and pull together, these great things can happen. It can't be done with 5 guys or 10 guys. We've got a great administration. We've got a great high school culture. We've got unbelievable fan support. And then these guys who do anything and everything you ask them to do and then ask for more, that's what it takes. And without one piece of the puzzle, this thing doesn't come together. But when it all comes together, we get 2 state championships, and that's why we have them. I'm thankful for that. There's a lot of blessings and a lot of gifts we have here.
And heading into this game as well, I mean, what does it say about Bruce that he was kind of able to really get it?
Yeah, and you were at this game, so you saw Bruce do it this week. And there's been 3 games when he hadn't had great production, and somebody else will bail us out. Sergio had 2 interceptions for touchdowns and broke the school record 2 weeks ago against Gilmer. And KJ Hicks has a phenomenal game. And then when people game plan and they'll shut one of them down, and the other guys. They go full tilt, and it's their day to reap the reward, and they're okay with playing team ball. And that's why I think we do so well is hey, shut me down, my buddy. I'm going to take care of business, and he's going to go off over here. But ultimately, we're going off together. And so each week it's a different kid, and folks that follow us every week, they know that. They've seen every one of these guys be a star several times, and sometimes it all clicks at once, and sometimes they'll take somebody out and a guy like Bruce Garrett will say, hey, let's ride, let's go, and throw up 280 yards and whatever he did. But it was beautiful.
One more question.
Thanks, 365 days from now, you're going to be sitting in the same spot as being in Bruce. Just kind of speak on what you guys learned from being around him, and when you're going to take from those guys to make sure that you're right back in the spot.
That's a great question.
There's literally so much that these 2 have taught me. Like growing up, like being. I mean, I'm not going to lie. At the beginning of the season, I was a lot more selfish and, like, me, But then Ben, like, I started, like, really buying in and just worrying about the team and making sure. Like, Ben's been a big role model to me my whole life growing up. Like, I've always looked up to him because he's just that guy who's going to do all he can to win a game. Like you see it today, he was busting 90% of players wouldn't continue to play after halftime the way he was. And I mean, he's a dog, and I look up to him. I want to be just like him. So that's that.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, players.
Thank you.